Looking forward to this.
Me too. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to our show. My name is Meagan Michael. I am a seer, a seeker, a visionary, and a medium. And this is my amazing friend, my soul brother, John Thaddeus Fiore. John is an incredible reader and a psychic. I'm going to let John start talking. He'll tell you all about himself and everything else he wants to talk about. I'll
Oh
start sharing
God,
it.
I don't want to talk about myself. I I do want to talk about uh kind of like why I'm here,
Okay.
and it's because of you. Uh,
Okay. Really?
I'm going to refresh your memory, but see, it was close to Christmas time,
Okay.
and you were doing live readings.
Okay.
So here is my testimonial for you. Um,
Wow.
I have been. This is the truth, guys. Anybody that knows me knows for a long time I've been an EFT practitioner, and I've been fooling around with taking my talent and working in the sports world with it. Okay.
Yes.
And that is something I'm still open to.
Mhm.
However, things just weren't aligning in that capacity, see? And
Okay.
so, and that's okay. Um, well, I'll admit something. I didn't go after it uh, in, in, in a uh, in a in a very forceful way, because what really lit me up the most was doing this spirit work. Okay,
Right.
everything spirit work, but I really liked helping people with attraction and healing their stuff and helping them to live a joyful life. Okay, so
Right.
in this reading, I've been going at that for years. So in this reading, you picked up on spirit comes through for you and says, John, you got to pick one.
Okay.
Okay, so you might not remember this because you were in the middle of channel.
Yes, yeah. I don't remember it specifically, but I'm listening. This is
So this
fabulous.
is what you told me. You said you got to pick one, and so there, the end of the year came, and I made that sort of like a New Year's intention that I
Okay.
was going to pick one. So I decided, even changed my website. See, I relinquished my visible uh, my visible, how would you say, my websites or any of my pages that had
Hmm.
that were related to sports performance.
Okay, gotcha.
I changed them to spiritual counseling and mentoring, because this is really what
Ah.
lights me up.
I knew you were going to say lights me up just now, John. We are so in sync. I'm listening.
And
Please
and,
keep going. I'm excited.
it was because of that guidance that you gave me that uh, it helped me to make a decision. And it's not like, and you even said in the reading, hey, look, you could always change your mind, you could always change course. If another opportunity came your way, you could always take it. But spirit definitely told uh me through you to pick one, and so I've picked
Wow.
one. So this is what I've taken up as my, I guess, business, but it's kind of like where I'm at in my career, if you would. That
Right, right.
I like doing these spiritual counseling sessions the most, and they suit me fine. See, I work when I want, I charge what I want, and you know what? It's all just perfect for me. So, thank you.
I,
That's my testimonial for you in guiding me to do what we're doing tonight. And
thank
that's why I reached out to you. Say, see, I had so much fun doing those readings together. And you popped up and said, you want to do it again? I said, damn right I do.
I thought I hope he's dropping a hint because I'm taking it. I'm like, oh, I want
I,
that. Yeah, let's
I
do
did
that.
drop a hint. Yep.
Oh my gosh. Treva, thank you for your donation, dear. You'll be first on the list when we start doing readings. John, I really want to say thank you so much for sharing that. I want to. I wanna. I'm so New York. I really feel like part of my gift is helping to guide other people with their business. I don't. I don't know why. I don't know why specifically. I guess I knew that before I got here, but that's something that I seem to have a real feel for, to help people to find their path, because it's very clear for me. I don't, and like, listen, for my own path, sometimes it's not as clear, but for other people, it's extremely clear. You know,
Yeah,
sometimes
see,
I need a hand figuring out my path, but
I get that. I get that. You know what? And listen, we're chatting all the time, and we bounce stuff off each other,
Mhm.
and that's fine. That's great, and we'll always do that. For you, look, it's your experience. I had this in a reading today. I said, look, a client was actually asking me about a career path uh, question.
Okay,
And I said, hey, look, there is no doubt that spirit is going to use you to, with your experience, to relay this information to others. Okay.
okay.
Uh, and you got a lot of business experience like me, see, and we're similar in that fashion.
Hmm.
And I couldn't see it. I'm saying, why can't I get something going with the sports? Why can't I get it going? You know what? The ball players, for lack of better understanding, they just really didn't understand what I did. Okay.
I
And that's
understand.
okay.
Right, sure. Yeah, yeah.
And but doing this work, people seem to understand the guidance a little bit better. And that's fine. I'll guide anybody that needs help in anything. So let's have some fun.
I love it. I love it. Thank you. I remember it now, by the way. It's been
You
a
don't?
while, but I do. I absolutely do. It was like a funnel, like move it, like showing you
Hmm.
to helping to guide you to the path that brings you the most joy. And
Yes.
also one that you are in total alignment with, and you don't have any resistant thoughts to. But it was really the one that I know that I saw in spirit was inspiring, because it's something that you love so much you would do it for free at times. You know
I,
what I mean? You just
See, I
always loved
absolutely
it, John.
would.
Yeah,
I
you've
think
always been passionate about it.
I think we both do that. We're always texting with each other, with other people, and giving them little tidbits, and it's
Hmm.
guidance,
It is.
you know. And it
Yes.
doesn't matter if we're coming live and doing it or doing it in a text. Um, Anytime I know a peep will contact me, I'm going to offer them something that's going to help them. Sometimes it's just a heart to
Right.
let them know I hear you, I see you, and that's just the way it works. See,
I love that. You're such a great guy, John. I'm so glad that we are friends and soul brother and sister. I mean, I just think you're the best. I do. I think
thank
so
you,
highly of you. I
thank you.
really do.
See, I feel the same way. Thank you, my dear.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Triva says we aren't supposed to see our own paths, just experience them. That so resonates with me.
Speaking about Treva, she is on a path herself.
Oh
Aren't
yeah?
aren't we all? Oh yeah.
I'm feeling. Well, Treva's first. Guys, if you want to donate for a reading today, the suggested donation is 33.33. All right. Again, that is a suggested donation. And the links are in the comments. It's also in the description. We are taking PayPal and Cash App and Facebook Pay if you prefer that. That's actually connected with Messenger. So anyway, let us know. Oh, we're also on YouTube. I have to open my browser and hi, everybody on YouTube, and hello, everybody on Facebook. We love you all.
See what? Where on Facebook are you broadcasting from?
Let me send you the link so you can share it. That's a good idea. All right. So, all right, hang on a moment. Let me send this to. Should I send it to your page, John?
Guess what? I got it. High
You got
vibe.
it.
I went to High Vibe Mastery.
Okay, cool, cool. I actually have it. I stream it directly, usually to my personal page, and this way, um, I can share it out from there and whatever. But I'm also streaming at the 2 YouTube channels tonight, High Vibrational Mastery and my personal channel. And I figure we can share it. And if everybody's invited to share it on Facebook as well, to, other groups and friends who, thank you for sharing, Heather Graham. Thank you very much. Yes. Or whom you feel it will resonate with or benefit, or they might like it, or as long as it's allowed, go right ahead. We want our content to be where it is welcome. And John, we haven't done a live since last January, and I don't mean like 2 months ago. I mean last month. I mean last year.
Wow, it's been a while.
It's been a while.
Yeah, and I was really missing that. And after that reading, I said, you know what? I'm going to throw that hint out there.
I love that. And you and Kimmy went live the other day, Kimmy Siegel, and you guys were awesome.
Yep. And you know what? Kimmy was having internet issues with what do we got? Gatorade still going on, or is it over?
I don't know. Mercury retrograde. No, it ended today.
It ended today.
It went direct today.
So Kimmy is having issues, but Kimmy, if you're here or you see this live, if you see the recording of this, look, Kimmy, the way it worked out, there was one person that I think Rhea wanted a reading. Kimmy gave her a reading. I gave her a reading, and then Kimmy got bugged off with the internet. But that was the only person at the time that wanted a reading, and that's fine. So what I'm saying is everything worked out exactly as it should. Rhea got her reading. She felt good about it, and everything happened just as it should. And so I wanted Kimmy to know, hey, your internet worked at the perfect time for you.
Divine timing.
Divine timing.
Absolutely divine timing. It's so interesting because not sometimes, everything always works out in divine timing. And I'm learning every day more and more in different ways that, number one, I need to release and this kind of goes for everybody, but this is where I am, speaking about myself, where I need to release my thoughts of trying to control something, and just allowing it to happen. Okay, perfect example of when my awesome friend Diane and I went to the dolphin tours all right. And so there was a 90-minute tour seeing the wild dolphins on the boat and everything. And we tried to get it scheduled for the week before, and the guy didn't. He couldn't do it. And so I said to her, well, the following Friday, I would be free. But she didn't see that, and he sent her a book date for the following Thursday. So we were not expecting that, but we did it, right? And I knew it was going to be aligned. And because we were there, dolphins were awesome, but the manatees were also in the same town live, and the people were in the right place at the right time saying, you know what I mean? You know how that works? Like some random man that worked at the park said we wanted to get close to the manatees, but you can't touch them. It's not legal. But we wanted to get closer to the water. And so we're walking along the edge, and the man just randomly stops by us. He goes, there's a female down there that's eating some grass. What? Where'd that come from? We said, thank you. We're the only ones standing there. He literally stopped, told us, and drove off. Thank you. So we went down there. We took pictures. She's in the background. And, it was really cool. It was really cool. Kimmy, there you are. We're just talking about you. Mm-hmm. Kimmy Siegel. Sometimes I say seagull because there was so many seagulls when we were out there. But Kimmy Siegel.
It happened just perfectly, Kimmy. We got our one reading in that day. That's all I wanted a reading. And it was perfectly aligned.
I love that. So you guys feel free to share. Let us know in the comments. She goes, let us know in the comments if you donate. And we're going to start with Treva in just a moment. So again, thank you very much, Treva. I want to share something really strange. Jason Atkins, hello. He says two magical beings. Look at these two magical beings.
Hey, Jason, how are you?
That is a fantastic artist right there. Oh my gosh. I just can't even believe every time I see your work, it just blows me away. Yeah. So I posted something on Facebook today. Okay, this is what, all right. Note to self. Kimmy says share all over. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm feeling drawn to share this. So note to self, don't use Facebook, like the space where you put a post, to edit a personal message to somebody else. Because I accidentally hit post and I thought it was private and it wasn't. And it wasn't anything bad. Fortunately, everybody was like, oh, that was cool. I'm like, cool. What were you talking about? I didn't post anything. I really did. I posted a message that was supposed to be private for somebody else. So, but I asked Spirit, now, why did that happen? No, I didn't freak out or anything. You know, I was just like, oh dear, that wasn't supposed to be. And, because I'm very private about private stuff. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't communicate with somebody on Facebook without talking to them. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't do that.
You.
So anyway, it was okay with that person too. And I feel like I'm getting some intuitive hits about the reason behind it, about a book or sharing, because all our communications are like very, very spiritual and high and mostly high vibrational. And I think it's thank you very much, Jason. I will put you down on the list. Jason has donated. So we have Treva and then Jason. But I just had to share that because I wrote down John instead of Jason. I'll be all right. I've got John on my mind right now. I just wanted to share that sometimes something will happen like that, which in the past I would have been like mortified, right? But instead I'm like, all right, there was a reason. It's certainly not anything I would have consciously chosen to do, but it happened. And whoever read it was meant to read it before I took it down. You know what I mean? And I just think that's important, how we respond, not react. You know, like take a step back, take a breath, and does that resonate with you at all, John? I'm doing all the talking here. I should stop.
See, there. To answer your question, I'll always find some kind of. It'll always come. The reason why. You know what? And when I start, if it's not readily present to me, I let it go, and it'll always show up at some time. Oh, that's why that happened.
Yes.
Oh, and it's just, well, there is that saying that we have in our spiritual communities: letting go.
Yes, letting go.
And I'm sure there are those among us that don't really. I don't know if I don't want to say they don't practice it. Perhaps they don't understand what letting go means.
Oh,
okay.
Okay.
And that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Letting go means, to me, anytime you got to really fight something or you're pushing too hard at it, that is kind of like a sign that it's either not worth your energy, or it's sort of like a sign that things should not be so tough.
Yes.
When things are so tough, see, it's kind of, to me, in my experience, it's sort of like an invitation to change course or just let it go.
Yes.
And when you do that, the synchronicities seem to fall in line because you're not going into resistance all the time. Okay? Resistance is there to teach us something. Hey, you may not be on the right course right now. You're not in the flow, so change course, turn back, give it a rest. There are a lot of different messages that come out of resistance. So that's what I get from it.
Well said, John. I completely agree. If you gotta like struggle and all these obstacles, and then you get past one obstacle and another one gets in your way, and you get past that and another one gets in your way, that's not the path of least resistance for you. As Abraham would say, that is not the path. Hi, Kelly Jean. That is not the path of least resistance. You know, to look for, like John was saying, that's when he looks for another path. I do the same. And sometimes I get really frustrated, and I'm focused on, I want to get this done, and things are in my way. And oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. That's me. That's me trying to make things happen. When spirits keep showing me one thing after another, this is not the time or the place or the direction or the whatever it is. This isn't it. So take a
Yeah.
step back, redirect, or just wait for the guidance to
Yep.
inspire.
So, see what you're explaining here, or we are trying to, uh, I
Hmm.
feel, let people know is what letting go means and how we implement that in our everyday lives.
Yes.
If you gotta struggle too hard, oh God, there was a post the other day that I reposted,
Hmm.
and it's something about it being, um, if it's too painful or it's too hard, something to that effect, that it's not meant for us.
Yes.
Because we're not meant to suffer all the time. I Look, my heart certainly goes out to myself and everyone else that really, really works at something. Okay, and things, you know what? Things don't always come easy. That's another thing. See, there's just no right and wrong, and one plus one equals two in the universe. Things are happening in all different ways, and we're just having a conversation now about the many different ways things can happen. But it's
Yes.
been my experience
Mhm.
that when I constantly swim against the tide, it's trying to tell me something. I'm not going with the flow.
Right,
So,
right.
and it's time to change course or take a new direction. That was well said, see. So
Well,
let's
thank you.
tune in
And
for Triva.
let's do that. I just have to share something. Jason, earlier he said that he'd like to go live with both of us. I think that would be super cool.
That would be great. See,
Right?
it's all about fun for me this year.
I love it.
See,
Yeah.
doing this with different peeps is a really, really lot of fun.
And the twos, 2022 for the year. The twos are all about collaboration. One and one is two. It's about collaboration and co-creation. That really is, that you got that intuitive hit. I got that intuitive hit, and that's no surprise because it really is in complete alignment with where we are right now in our reality. I have to read this out loud. Jason is saying, "What does your resistance of pineapple pizza mean?"
Jason, it's definitely a way of getting laughs out of everybody
Yes,
because it really keeps the mood light.
it does.
Uh, my brother, you know what? Someday, if we're going to sit down and split up a pineapple pie, that's okay with me. I'm just trying to give off this aura of being a Jersey tough guy, but I'm the biggest softy you'll ever know.
Wait a minute. So Jason is pro pineapple too, like me?
You know what? Christy Iolenti has been breaking my shoes about putting pickles on pizza. I
Ooh, pickles? Okay.
and I said I'll eat a pineapple pizza before I'll eat pickles on my pizza.
Oh, I love it. I love it. That's so great. Pickles on pizza. Have you ever tried a fried pickle?
Oh God, see, no.
I did. I tried that once. I think it might be more of a southern thing, and I live in Florida, and I
I-
tried it, and it
Is it
was pretty good. It was kind of
fried in oil?
well, yeah. It was deep fried in oil, yeah. So a
Oh,
fried pickle, like it with breaded too. So it was like
okay.
a fried onion or something like that. It was a fried
Well,
pickle.
that would not be really wild because Italians, what do? We egg and bread, and do a wash with egg wash and flour, and we do eggplant, zucchini. That's
Right?
that's pretty much the same thing. It's based on the same thing. It's a vegetable, and you could flour up anything and fry it. In Jersey, they even do fried Oreos, which is actually, oh my God, the
Fried
thought of it
Oreos?
gets me sick. Fried Oreo cookies.
Okay. I don't want one, but okay. That's
See,
cool.
see the thought of it, uh,
Yeah.
and I see people eating them. I almost get sick looking at it. But
I can understand that. It doesn't resonate with me either. But Jason is saying eggplant. And oh, I love fried eggplant. Oh my gosh.
eggplant, melanzani, we say in Italian, or melanzani, eggplant, melanzani, parmigiano, eggplant parmesan.
Oh, Oh man, you must have the best recipe in the world for eggplant parm.
Oh God, I'll tell you. Actually,
A New Jersey Italian make an eggplant parm. I'm coming over for dinner. Are you kidding?
Janie cooks the best. She doesn't do it anymore.
Oh, okay.
Because we're really trying not to eat too many fried foods, but
That's sure.
she
Yeah.
dips the eggplant in egg,
Hmm.
flour, and breadcrumb the way Lydia does it. Lydia is, an Italian chef,
Okay.
celebrity chef, and that's the way she learned from Lydia, and that is the most tasty eggplant you ever had, see.
Wow.
It just holds in all the flavors, the egg, the flour, and the breadcrumb. But anyway,
Yum, 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 yum. Alrighty, moving. So this is great. I love it. Everything we say is relevant because Spirit's inspiring the conversation when we're here live. There you go. All right. Fried zucchini. Oh my God, that's a great idea. I love that. And Kimmy says Lydia's awesome. I don't know who Lydia is. Treva says eggplant is a natural latex. Really? I had no idea. You mean like a substance like latex? You mean you don't eat it? I mean, of course you can eat it, but
latex or like a laxative? What are you saying?
I'm interested to understand. Okay, let's see. Does she scroll down? Oh, she said really. Okay, interesting. All right. All right. So just say I'm here. I know you're there, but just say I'm here because that's the one I'm gonna put up on the screen. Latex. Yeah. Cool.
Latex. All right, Treva. Okay. In other words, I'm eating a pair of plastic gloves.
There you go. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. Let me just see. I'm gonna pull up. Oh goodness! And then Travis says, "I'm very allergic to latex. This is a natural latex. It contains I'll pull it up in it. It contains natural latex components, rubber. Now that makes sense, and I understand what you're saying.
It's probably why it's so hard to digest, Treva.
Is it?
Yes, it is.
Oh.
See, it's rough.
I really like eggplant. My mom used to make chopped eggplant salad. She would bake it and then scoop it out and then mash it in a bowl. I think it was like a Romanian dish or something, with like olive oil and salt and scallions and like lime juice or lemon juice, something like that. It was really good. And you could like dip bread in it or crackers or whatever.
Yeah,
Nice.
it makes a good pasty type of spread or something like that.
Yes, yes.
To me, it's delicious. It's so once in a while I'll pop an antacid and I'll have some. I don't have it often,
Hmm.
but it is delicious, and I go bonkers over it.
Good stuff.
All
All
right.
right. So Treva, you are up first, and then Jason is after Treva. If you are looking for a double amazing reading today from John and I, then you can go ahead and use the PayPal link or Cash App and just let us know in the comments that you've donated. All right. All righty. So do you want to start? Are you drawn to I'll start with Yahoo. Okay, there we go. I love to have the comment that's on the screen, really high energy, or I'm here, or Yahoo is the best one yet. So there you go. Whoops, I'm dropping cards. If you feel drawn to start, John, you can start, or whatever whatever
No,
resonates
see,
with you.
ladies first.
All right, thank you. A true gentleman. Okay. Okay. Let me quiet my mind for a moment because I've been all chatty here. I love their energy. I love blending with my guides. Okay. All right, Treva. Treva O'Brien. My intention, our intention is set that all that Spirit uses us as conduits, as vessels to bring through messages that are for your greatest and highest good. This card or this card? Both of them. The first two cards that I'm getting for you, Treva, are choosing your path. That's so interesting. Weren't we just talking about paths, right? Wasn't John in the very beginning just saying Treva's on a path, right? All right, choosing your path. All is possible. And then this one, we have Wondrous Universe, Walk in Beauty. All right. Treva says, thank you. Love it. All right, let's see. So, sorry if there's noise outside. I have the windows open because it's so nice and cool out. But well, the rocket went off earlier, so that's not this. That's some helicopter. What they're saying for you specifically, Treva, is that you have infinite options, infinite opportunities to move forward on a path. Now, I do see specifically 3 paths for you. It's like, I see the one and then so it looks, I don't know, how do I say that? It looks like a 3-pronged fork where the 2 on the outside are bent outward. So there's 3 options in front of you. They're saying choose the path of least resistance. The one that brings you the most joy. The one that feels like fun. They're saying if it feels like struggle and like we were talking about earlier, if it feels like struggle and speed bumps and unrest, then that isn't, you always have the option to do it, but that isn't your path of least resistance. That's not the one you're being guided to for your greatest and highest good at that moment. So they're also saying, now what does this mean, Spirit? Okay, what they're saying about this card, which says rest and take a time out, is to just step back. Let's say you're moving. Are we recording? Yes, this is being recorded. It's automatically recorded on Facebook and YouTube. Let's see. Okay, so they're saying to take a step back. So let's say that let's say you're wanting something. You're feeling like, I'm not sure, but I'm drawn here, but I'm drawn there, but I really want that. And they're showing me like a shiny object syndrome kind of thing. Like they're showing me that the thing right in front of you is like shiny and you kind of want to go that way, but boom, 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 like one obstacle after the other. And what they're saying to do in a case like that is take a time out. Oh, that's really interesting. All right, they're using I don't know, how do I explain this? You must understand then. Okay, so it looks like a video game. Okay, where like you're moving forward and then a thing pops up, or maybe like an action movie where the hero is like running and then they have to get the perfect timing so they don't get hit by the wall that comes up and then the wall goes down and they jump. Do you know what? Does that visual make any sense to you? Because they're saying with the shiny object over there. You can get to it, but to do it in an aligned way. Don't try to force your way through. Step back. That's what this card is about. To step back, take that time out, and then wait till the wall goes down, right? When you can move forward on your path. And then it's a smooth path for you. So it isn't that path isn't for you. It's that the timing isn't divine if you're struggling with it. Because any path, and that's what they're saying, guidance is on, your help is on the way. So when you take that step back, that's when your guidance is here, dropping in and saying, here we are, and we're going to move forward. So that's interesting. They're literally showing me with this card where with that same visual about the wall that pops up, right? They're showing me that there's a little button on the side of the wall that just turns it off. So instead of this wall going up and down, you're trying to navigate, when do I jump as the wall goes up and down. Spirit just goes flip. They flip the switch and there's no more wall. And then you can move forward. But you had to wait for them to get there. So it's divine timing. And they're letting you know to take time to restore. Hang on one second. Triva says, yes, this morning I was thinking about taking for the time for the next steps to pace it. Better connection, less cluttered mind with some rest, better decisions. Absolutely. And that's interesting. It's the card that I'm pulling up for you right now is solitude, time to restore. Time to restore. So you're getting the same reading for you that I'm getting for you, which I love. And they're just one last reminder for you from me, from Spirit, is gratitude. Just remember to be grateful for all that you have because that high vibration of gratitude will always, always lead you in the right direction, open you to the highest guidance, and remind and just the uplifting of your energy is going to immediately align you with the path of least resistance. So that focusing intentionally on the appreciation. Don't wait for something to appreciate it now. Appreciate things now, right now, whether you're creating that appreciation for something that you want to manifest, or the appreciation for, like, I really appreciate these cards. I love this deck of cards. I've had them for a couple of years. They're my favorite. They're my first ones. I think they're so cute. I can just go on and on about how much I appreciate. Right. So that's what they're using that as an example. And Triva says, always gratitude every day, even if only for a few minutes, to reconnect truly. You do have such beautiful energy, girl. And I'm looking at your profile pic. I don't know. Did I do it? I don't know. Mine looks crooked. But anyway, you guys, you're the best. Thank you so much for allowing me to read for you. I will pass this on to John.
Okay. Wow. Oh my God. So much of, let's see, I'm integrating all of this with what you already gave her. Triva, I didn't even know. I've been working a lot with this deck. And this Archangel, Christiel, I didn't even know there was an Archangel Christiel. Okay. But anyway, anything with the name Christ in it is Christ consciousness. Yes. Triva, what this is telling me is, okay, now I'm like integrating the things. You're on this fast track to getting anything you want. So much abundance is available to you, and this Archangel. Okay, whatever a casual chakra is, they're saying he's saying is it's open and active. It's a gateway to the angelic realms. Triva, I'm getting that even in your spiritual work, you're actually going to level up. And hang in there. There's more coming. Okay. You drew this card that says love life. New or renewed romantic love is here for you. Triva, I'm getting that is you romancing yourself. Okay? Look, if you want to be open to romantic relationships, that's certainly fine. I'm kind of getting like, and I don't want to put nothing in your head or say anything that is negative because I'm not going there. I'm kind of getting that's really not what you're interested in right now. Okay, you got this new this ongoing relationship with yourself and loving yourself, which is the important thing. And I really do feel strongly that so many of us that do this work are going through that. See, we're constantly working on our relationship with self. Yes. Okay, so this is love life. New or renewed romantic love is here for you. Tree, the way I'm getting it is romantic relationship with yourself. Okay, like, hey, look, I'm a badass. Right now, I may not be interested in a relationship with a mate, but right now my mate is me. And what that's going to yield or create in the future for you when and if you're ready for a mate is like totally mind-blowing. Okay.
She's saying you're on target completely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Remain positive. Okay. C brought that up too. Remaining positive is being grateful, and you are, and you understand that. But Treva, I did ask if there was any kind of resistance in remaining positive, and I'm getting that there is a little something that, now look, kid, you know me, I'm always going to go at it with that self-compassion from the EFT part. Whatever it is that's coming up, please meet it with, you don't have to go through these elaborate tapping sessions. Okay. I'm going to be teaching a class on self-compassion awareness. All I want people to do, no elaborate sessions where you got to pound away for hours to clear this stuff, because you could do it in an instant.
Yes. Yeah.
And when you run into a roadblock and you feel like, here's an example. I run into a roadblock and I said, my God, I can't seem to get anywhere. Just an example of how we all talk sometimes or think. Even though, just open up and do this. Here's an example. Even though I feel like I can't get anywhere or things are just not falling into place, I still love and accept myself. Get into the, I even posted something about EFT that I wish the EFT community would spend more time explaining to people what they're doing when they're reducing resistance and being compassionate. They're opening up, they're eliminating that block because they're being truthful with themselves. They're being compassionate with themselves. And when you're compassionate and you talk to God, creator, source, however you like to do it, just be honest. Hey, look, I've been working at this so long and I can't seem to get anywhere, and I need your help with it. The idea of the statement is that you're accepting yourself during this process. Okay, I'm accepting myself because I'm doing the best I can in this process. And what the angels are telling you is a little bit more self-compassion awareness will help you to drop these roadblocks a lot quicker. Okay, you could do it with gratitude. I've explained this to see many times on our lives. The road to the truth is like a ski slope. There's a million different trails. Okay, and I'm only teaching from my perspective, Treva. When I get stuck on something, I stop and I say, what am I stuck on? I'm feeling like I can't get anywhere. Let's say that comes up for me. And then I'll either tap, or I'll say it aloud, or I'll say it in my mind, and I'll just meditate. God, Source, I feel like I can't get anywhere. I'm stuck. But I still accept myself. I'm still showing myself compassion. And within 15 seconds, I'm off and flying high vibe again. Because the tool that I use just raises vibration right away, because it's self-appreciation. There we go, see? So that's the way I do it. C might like to stand on her head and do yoga. You know what? I'm just trying to give another perspective on how you can do it. But I am picking up that there is a little resistance in the flow, and that you can use self-compassion awareness to get through it a lot quicker, if that's something you feel like you want to do. And lastly, okay, abundance is yours, Treva. This card here. Okay, now look at the other. Look at this side of the card. What I do is I read the message.
Mm.
I'm sorry. I read the image. These are Ria's Mother Earth heart cards.
I recognize them, yeah,
All
from
right,
Rio.
and
Mhm.
and what I'm seeing in here is the pink. The pink is all this abundance around you, and this pink spot. It's like literally a part of your heart. You're well grounded, Treva. Right here is showing me that you're well grounded. Okay. Um, your heart has many different colors and minerals that show you uh, the way spirit wants you to look at this is, hey, look, you've been through you've been through so much, and you uh, I'm going to say it the way I'm feeling it. In spite of the bumps and the bruises that you got, you maintain a beautiful heart. Okay. Once you realize that abundance is synonymous with your true nature, it will be evident all around you. You enter the flow of life and become one with it. Life becomes effortless and more magical. Life is a magical experience created by you. So,
I love that.
oh my goodness, that is friggin' beautiful. And Treva, who is
Wow.
who is your angel guide? That, well, Christiel came through for you, but you definitely have an angel guide that is right in your third eye.
Mm.
Who is that for you, Treva? Who are you picking up on?
I'll read it when she says it. I just want to read what she wrote. It says, I find hearts every day in nature. I'm making cards. That's exactly how Ria made those cards. That's because my daughter says that I don't have any more. I don't have any more room for more hearts. Seriously, who can fit more hearts somewhere? Who can't fit more hearts somewhere? I let go of people who don't come from a place of love. Thank you for your lovely words. That was beautiful. And she says, thank you both for such a beautiful reading. Love to you both. I have several guides. My third eye is my grandma, and she sits
Oh,
with me often.
okay. Well, she's coming through as an angel, right in her third eye. Yeah, she's actually got a beautiful ball gown on, Treva, and she's saying like she is your light. That's what she's saying.
Treva says she is blue. That's beautiful.
Okay, blue. I
Jason says his grandma is in his third eye also. I love this. It's great.
okay, and all right. See how Treva. I hope that helps you. Uh, if I'm sorry. One last thing I want to say. See, if
Sure.
you Treva, if you're having any difficulty or just want to ask a question, how you can approach a piece of resistance and you're not sure. I'm really, really good at putting it into words that help you to understand it. Okay, because the biggest problem with the EFT, never mind the tapping and the EFT, the biggest problem is that what people don't know what to say. It's
That's
almost
true.
like they have trouble expressing what it is. And I got a pretty good way of helping people to put that into words so that they can say it as a prayer to source. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
Okay. So in other words, you're free to send me a text and I can help you with that anytime. All right. Who's next? See?
Cool. That was beautiful, John. That was an Amazing reading.
So were you.
And also Triva said about her grandmother that her light is blue. She's strong and sweet, and she's also thanking us for such a beautiful reading. Love to you both, and just thank you very much. Jason Atkins is next.
J-Man. Okay, Jason.
All right. One last thing. Triva says, I write every day. I'm working on my book. Oh, excellent. And that is
Ooh.
where the expression really is playing out. But I will ask you. Love you.
Writing a
Okay.
book.
Awesome. Awesome. Hi, Heather. And then who was it? Somebody just said, oh, Marlene, thank you very much. She said that was a beautiful reading. All right. Jason, or grandma, or mama, as we call it in the South. Mama love. Jason Atkins. Jason. Okay, Spirit. I'm just sending back all Triva's energy with love and light, cleansing, cleared, retrieving my energy, cleansed and cleared with love, connecting with my team. I've been connected with my team, but anyway. And again, this reading is for Jason Atkins, for his greatest and highest good, with infinite love and light. And the first card I'm getting for you, Jason, is this one. Actually, there's two of them. Okay. So we have Dreamtime Creation. How does that not surprise me? Like one of the most creative people I know, you are such an amazing artist. Dreamtime Creation. That's a fabulous card. And the other one is, next one is Gaia, Nurturing, but it's inverted. Okay, this is interesting because we were reading your comments as we go. So this was inverted, and I am drawn to say that your self-nurturing could be better. That is something greatest. I knew, I kind of had a feeling that Grayson was greatest. I am fluent in typo. But this is, see, you said something earlier about being a fixer and a mediator. Let me see if I can find your comment, then I don't have to try to paraphrase it. Right here. You said it's hard putting yourself first, especially if you're a healer, fixer, or mediator. First, I want to point out that if you create that reality for yourself by saying it's hard, then it is. And I also want to invite you to make that self-love easier for yourself by creating that reality with your words. With your words. Because a lot of times we feel it's about action, about giving myself a salt bath or walking outside, and all those things and more, are spot on. But the thoughts that we think about ourselves and the words that we speak about ourselves, it starts right here, right in our core, right in our head. Because what's in our physical reality outside of us, I'm stuck on the word physical because I know nothing is really physical. Everything is malleable. But getting back to where we are in this reading, so when you're projecting outside of yourself, everything that starts in here, in the creating process and the creation process, you can envision it, you can create it. I'm trying to move the headset in a comfortable place. And anyway, so it's going to start with your words. With your words. And they're saying the words create inspired action, or the words, hang on. The words create, okay, so thoughts create your belief, and a belief creates your reality. And the words that you speak, especially when your voice hits your ears, like your physical ears can hear the words that you speak about, I am love, or whatever affirmations resonate with you. But for example, I am love, I am worthy. If you're calling into existence, I am a healer, you are a healer, but I am a fixer. Now, a fixer is not the same thing as a healer. That's somebody that's trying to insert themselves into somebody else's life and fix their problems and fix them. Nobody is broken. We're all here to experience this reality and learn our own lessons. We're all here for this amazing contrast. I roll my eyes because sometimes I'm like, oh, enough of that stuff. But that's why we're here. Okay, you know what? I want to share this example with you. First, let me finish the first thought. Remind me of the roller coaster. John, remind me to talk about the roller coaster.
Roller coaster.
Roller coaster, yeah. It was a great analogy by the stream. But So again, so think about that. Be mindful of the words that you use and their connotation. Also, fixer kind of implies that I'm in a I don't feel that with you though. I don't feel any. I feel you're totally heart centered. Sometimes it can imply something, but not with you. You're so heart centered. It's not. I was gonna say sometimes it could be like I'm okay. I'm better. I'm not better, but like I'm healthier than you, and that's why I can offer this advice. But that's not where you're coming from. You just want to make everything peaceful and happy. You want everything to be copacetic between everybody, everywhere, all over the world and beyond. You want that. That's like it's truly in your nature, and I'm genuinely feeling that it's from your galactic connections. It's your lineage. This is who you are. You really are a healer. You really are a mediator. But I just want to invite you to be mindful of your words. So, and the titles, the labels that you give yourself. Now let me read what he's saying. Okay, he's saying yes. And then Jason's saying, I'm having those difficult conversations this year. You're nailing it. See, thank you. With the roller coaster, I have to share this, guys. So the stream of David, channeled by David Strickle. I'm gonna have to paraphrase, but they were talking about this life is like being on a roller coaster where you get on the ride and you know it's gonna have uphill things and twists and turns, and it's gonna be scary sometimes. And sometimes you might be like, "Oh my God, get me off of this thing!" But then when you're done, you're like, "Wow, that was fun! I want to do it again." They said that's what it's like. I swear. And that just literally it's tickling my scalp as I share this because I just felt so resonant with that with that analogy of our human life being like, because I kept thinking I just want to be a spirit guide. I do not want to come back again. And I still believe that. I still want that. And I still intend that. But I also can really appreciate the thought that it's like a roller coaster. And, when it's all over, I'm like, oh, I want to do it again. And maybe I will, But anyway, so, and Jason's saying the medium and mediator. Yes. Well, you really have that natural sense of balance. So it's something that comes so naturally for you. It's a beautiful, oh my God. And the harmony card is backing that right up. Thank you, Spirit. We are so in alignment today. Yeah, they're saying you're all about harmony. You're all about, are you a Libra? I know your sign, but you're just very, very, your energy is so balanced and it's so peaceful and calm. And they're saying that you are constantly communicating with spirit, that you are fully connected. You are fully connected with your Gemini. Oh, okay. That's interesting. I wonder where Libra falls in your chart because you got a very balanced energy. But I love that. The Gemini is so creative. And he said, COVID made me a large. That's funny. A medium. Like, what was that? I saw once a meme where the guy is, wait, what was it? He was holding a pizza. A free, medium, and large. I don't know. Forget about it. I can't think of it, but it was a really cute meme. And if I can remember it, if it's important to know, Spirit will remind me. I can see the visual in my head, but I don't remember anyway, that's not important. Jason says it does it like a moon or rising sign. Oh, okay. So your moon or your rising is in Libra. I'd be interested to see your chart because really harmony it's so prevalent. It's so prevalent. It's something that you so want, that peacefulness. And I feel they're saying that there was discord in your past. They're showing me war, like a battle. They're showing me like knights, and I don't know if that resonates with you, but I'm seeing like in past life, like knights and fighting, and so on the war field, is that the thing? War field. They're showing me, and they're like peacetime, and so harmony for you is a really big thing. And it's a carryover from another life too, that you really want that peace because they're saying you're just done. You're like, enough. Oh, I just want to breathe, and I want everything to be copacetic and yeah. So anything else? No, pass it to John. All right. Well, thank you very much for allowing me to read for you. Your energy is beautiful. So thank you for that. And I'd love to read with you sometime and John, and that would be cool. And I will now pass this to John. Yes.
Oh, thank you, C. The first thing I saw, Jason, was the craziest. And look, I'm going to explain. I'm going to explain it the best I can. Your physical being was being almost dig this picture. Imagine the spiritual plane, which is just imagine it's up in the sky. Just imagine, and it's a magnificent um, structure, like you might see in Greek mythology or Roman times. And up there is what you call the spiritual plane. And you are being sucked up there, sucked up literally like a vacuum. And you are being told to communicate with Jesus because he has something to show you up there. I couldn't get any more about that, but I will continue to tune in to see if there's anything more about what Jesus wants to show you. Um, there's something about there's something about him, Jesus, making reference to what he always shows me, and that's 40 days and 40 nights in the desert. Okay, the struggles of life. And Jason, I really want to give you something that's going to of substance that's going to help you, but Archangel Haniel. But that was the first thing that came to me, and I thought it was very interesting. Um, it is a very peaceful process, and I want you to understand that if you can imagine floating up to this spiritual plane and meeting Jesus at this um, beautiful structure, he will take you on this tour because he's got a message for you. Okay, so uh, okay, thank you. Jesus just said, and he's well capable of doing this right on his own, laying in bed at night. And I'm interested to know what comes out of it for you, Jason. But it was an invitation because he wants to show you something. Now, Archangel Haniel, that is a name I recognize, and choosing this card suggests it's time to lighten up and bring your life into balance, Jason. Too much work or worry may be draining you. Your guidance is to focus on what you want and bring fun, joy, and happiness into your life through the spiritual law of attraction. Oh my God. I mean, C and I opened up with that.
Mhm.
Uh, 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 and this came through in a reading today. No coincidence that if Jason, if you're finding joy in what you're doing and also making money from it, that is like that's almost like a magical thing. Um, See, you do that, but look, I don't want to discourage anybody that is not able to make money doing what they have joy with. Okay, if you're not doing what you feel like you'd like to do in your heart, look for ways to let that let uh, that job or whatever you're doing provide the time and the space for you to do what you like. I hope that makes sense. Finding There's always a way to find joy. If you're in a job that you don't like, hey, what can you do? You could try to make it better. One, you could leave the job, okay? But if the job is certainly fulfilling your needs right now, you could set an intention that you'd like something to come to you that would be more fulfilling. But I'm getting that. I'm kind of getting that they're asking you to go, even within the work that you're doing, Jason, find more joy, go after what lights you up a little more. And I had that similar experience, so I could speak from that perspective. Go after what kind of lights you up a little bit more within what you're doing. Okay.
Mm,
And it doesn't
very
even
nice.
have to be with regards to making money. Jason, God damn it, if you like to go on a merry-go-round, that kind of stuff. Listen, do those little crazy things that you might have always wanted to do as a kid and you never did, or things that still, Jason, I'm 68 years old. A goddamn boat ride or a train ride still excites me. I just want to give people examples that
Mhm.
when you give into that type of stuff and you do it, okay, you're sending these messages to the universe. And let me tell you, they're the universe is playful with you. It's just opening you up to more joy and abundance. Okay. And Jason,
Jason's saying I wanted to be a psychic as a kid.
okay,
Lo and behold, here I am.
okay. So if you're stuck somewhere, Jason, look for the joy. If you like to, do you have a niche inside your readings? Do you like to guide uh, any specific group or one specific uh, area of interest? If that's what you like to do, then go after that. They're kind of telling you to if you want to specialize, go after it. Give it a shot. Play with it. If it's not a burning desire and you just want to do a live, and you know what, if you want to experience something, you know what's coming through. See, uh, and it's coming through. Thank you, Jason, for bringing this through. Let's not overthink shit to death, guys. Take chances, do stuff. You know what? You could always change course. We're not talking about things that are going to be life altering or crazy. I'm not telling you guys to give up your apartment or your home or do anything drastic that's going to upset your life in any way. But if you want to try something, and you know what? I really do feel like we overthink things too much. Okay. We're always seeking, is this the right thing to do? Is that the right thing to do? Guess what? Go to your heart and say, you know what? I'd like to try this. Okay. All right. I don't know. I'm sorry I'm going off track. But Jason, there's something about something you want to do, but that you need to get more information about. Okay. So you might want to educate yourself about something that, hold on, I want to get a little clearer picture on that. The situation you're asking about, Jason, requires more information in order for you to make a wise decision. Approach those knowledgeable about the topic to solicit their advice. Okay? Hold on.
Mhm.
Jason, clear as day, you don't have to do everything by yourself. Okay? Uh, uh, it's admirable that you like to do things, you like to be self sufficient, you like to do things like that, but it's not necessary, especially in the times we're in. Seek seek advice if you need it. Uh,
Yep.
I don't know if that's is that okay. Uh, I'm kind of getting that is a little bit of and look, guys, when I say ego, don't think of ego as a bad thing. Hey, look, it's okay to want to be self-sufficient, but in our human construct, uh, uh, we kind of need each other. Okay, uh,
Yes, we
I,
do.
that is a lesson I had to learn. Uh, I kind of learned the hard way. I have that part of me that, you know what, I like to do it myself. I like to do it myself. And then again, there we go into that conversation about the resistance. When I try to do it myself and I just don't know enough about it, it's too hard, or it starts breaking my chops, I reach out for help. And so there we are, learning how to go with the flow. And lastly, you may need to do some analytical research in order to get the data you need. Jason, I don't want to start asking questions, but there is something that you're interested in that may require you getting some help with and more information, if you would. Okay. And lastly, hold on, see one.
Take your time. I'm just getting something, and I'll share it when you're done.
Okay, something coming in for you, see?
Yeah.
Okay. Instead of trying to mold yourself into other people's expectations, break the mold. For you are the perfect match for creating a life of fulfillment. Okay, so that's telling me and you know what, this goes for all of us, doesn't it? But for you, for some reason, Jason, you ain't got to do it the way everybody else does it. Okay, I just had the craziest friggin' image of you doing a live with no shirt on. Look, and they're just, listen, that's how spirit
He's
comes
found
through.
his niche, nude psychic reading.
But the idea is that, Jason, you're the perfect dude. You're the perfect guy to do something creative that you create something different. Okay, you're the perfect guy to do that. It's kind of like what I'm getting, because you're and I mean this in a loving way, Jason. You're radical. You're radical in a beautiful way, and you're being encouraged to use that personality, if you would. Okay, maybe you want to dye your hair purple. I don't, Jason. I don't care how you want to do it. Okay.
Free radical, even. Thank you.
Radical, Jason. You're a radical a being that is sort of like, I'm getting the word trendsetter. Okay, so don't be afraid to give that a shot. Go ahead, see you had another hit.
Yeah, the galactics. Your connection with the galactics is super strong, and they're showing me a strong potential path for you if you're drawn, of course. But like, I saw a piece of art that you created today, and I believe you created it for somebody. They're showing me that a niche for you would be easily connecting with the galactic guides, galactic family of people, and giving them a reading from that perspective. And because they're showing me images, painting, or drawing, however you do your amazing creations, and then a reading along with it. And then they're showing me I feel the galactics. I'm actually like being hugged and stuff. Your connection with them is just so strong, and it's very unique. It's not something that everyone does. It's definitely something that they're saying would bring you great joy and positivity. Amazing. Anything else? And abundance. Yeah, if that's something that you're drawn to do. But that's, I told you, I get these business hits, and then Jamie Butler told me I would be their ambassador. See what I'm There you go. I'm saying you're really connected. You're really connected. So that resonates. So if you're here, you both nailed it, Jason, saying, yeah. So if you're here and you're connected with the galactics like that, and you're able to, to read for the people and create the art for the people so they can see it and they can read it. And so they can really, because a lot of times people they can't see what you see. I don't even see the galactics the way you see them. Not I don't, as if I'm just, we all have the ability to see and do whatever. We all have our own gifts, but you have this beautiful clairvoyant ability. By the way, Jason earlier said that you had Archangel Michael behind you, and I didn't want to interrupt you at the time. I thought that I want to remind you of that. But Jason, yeah, you did. Yeah.
Thank you.
While you were reading for Treva, I think it was. And just remember Trixie's right here. And I just want to share that. And is there anything else? No. Trixie, yes. She just said, yes, your cat connection is very strong. Yeah. He said, y'all going to make me cry.
Well, see, isn't that last hit you got? Isn't that beautiful? Look, and it's good this is coming from, look, I consider myself, this is the way I view myself. I don't know about everybody, but I'm more, when I'm reading, I'm coming from what I feel is perceived as more traditional guides, angels, Jesus. These are my guides, and that's fine. Okay. Now, certainly, galactics, we know this is a vast universe with so many different beings in it. Mm-hmm. There is an interest in that.
Oh yeah.
Okay. And you want to know something? It's specialized. It's really something very, very unique. Mm-hmm. And he would be the perfect dude.
Yep.
He would be. So, okay, so like the messages are aligned in that respect to level up in a way, or do whatever floats your boat, Jason. If anybody thinks that's too weird, I think to me that's a signal to go for it.
I love it. Well, thank you, Jason, very much for your generous donation and allowing us to read for you today. And do we have anybody after Jason? Now, if you would like to stay logged into PayPal. If you would like a double reading today, we are doing readings for a suggested donation of $33.33. And I'm super excited. And if you want a reading, you will be next. So I want to share. That was an awesome reading, by the way, John. That was really
thank
awesome.
You, see. You know what? Thanks for going first, because look, I don't like to do the comparison thing, kid, but you know what? This readings I'm doing them. I feel like I'm doing okay. However, you've been doing them a lot longer than me. That's just truth. And I appreciate the ability to kind of piggyback off of you because it helps give me confidence. I went on by myself the other day, and I could assure you this is more fun.
I agree. I love my Wednesday lives. I do, because it's just me and you guys, and I love that too. But I absolutely love working with you, John. I do. But it's not work. It's play. It's play. And I just think it's the greatest thing. And yes, I want to pull that up because Clara asked a question and Jason just answered it, and I'm in agreement with that. She's asking me, how soon do spirits cross over? And Jason said it varies by the individual. And I'm in alignment with Jason on this. And if you don't have anything to add to that, John?
Meaning what?
Do you mean like how long does it take after they transition to? That's a good question. Can you elaborate on that question, Clara? That's interesting, because the energy of it just says, yeah, I totally agree, because it would depend, because I feel like some spirits stay earthbound a little bit longer. It depends. And then some are like, hey, I'm here. And that's my understanding. Yeah. But Jason says you're doing great, John. And Claire says my oldest brother died 43 years ago. My oldest my oldest brother died. Wait, my oldest brother died 43 years ago. My oldest daughter, born 42 years ago, and my best friend died today, all the same day. Wow. Well, first, I want to just let you know that I'm sorry for your loss, even though nobody ever dies. That there is no death; they just take off their Earth suit, But I understand the feeling of loss when people
Yeah, that's
leave the
right.
physical, and I recognize that, and I'm sorry for that. But I also want to say that this is a sign for you. I feel like Spirit is saying to you that they're saying to me that it's like a game, like to let you know beyond a shadow of a doubt that afterlife, that spirit is real. That this is not as serious as this experience, this life experience isn't all that serious. They're showing you we all on the same day, all these years apart, we all exited on the same day, knowing that this would give you pause to think and to experience and ask these questions. Yeah. Jason says that repeating numbers have to have significance. That's true. That's true too. And what is today? Today is 2-3. 2 and 3 is 5, which is change. I don't. She goes, yes, I'm aware of that. My family has a lot of coincidences like that. Just curious if this was my friend's way of saying goodbye. It was all of their way of connecting with you. It was intended. They're saying presupposed, determined ahead of time that they would all leave on the same day, years apart, um, and leave you behind, not in a bad way, but in a that you would still be here in your Earth suit, and experiencing that this is a growth experience and an awareness opportunity. So anyway, that's what I have for you. And anyway, oh, she was born on the day 42 years ago. Wow. Well, I hope that resonates. And cool. All right. So do we have any more readings? We are doing the readings today again for a donation of 33. If you do have a question, a spiritual question, not a reading, we will be glad to answer that for you. If you do want to make a donation for a reading today, you can use PayPal or Cashapp or Facebook Pay. Here, I want to read this, guys. So this is one of the Law of Attraction cards. And when I was doing the readings last night, this came up. And then when I put the cards away, this didn't go back in the box. And now it's coming up again. So if you would like a reading, Paula, we would love to read for you. The PayPal link is in the comments, dear. Jason said the donation is worth it. Thank you very much, Jason. Thank you. And this is the Law of Attraction. It says, I am attracting its vibrational essence. These are Abraham Hicks cards. So this is Abraham's words. You can allow it or not, but the basis of your world is well-being. The law of attraction says that which is like unto itself is drawn. And so the essence of whatever you give your attention to is unfolding in your experience. Therefore, there is nothing that you cannot do, be, or have. This is law. This is law. That is the essence of the law of attraction. And I feel like Spirit brought out this card, John, because I feel like a lot of people don't really know what the law of attraction is. They hear us talking about it and other people talking about it, but what is it? And at its very core, that which like unto itself is drawn. And that the very core of our experience is well-being.
It's law of attraction. See, it's not a simple answer, right? It's it's learning how to. It's learning how to. Let me see if I could channel this. Okay. It's learning how to use frequency to help you navigate and receive the experiences that that you would like to that you would like to have. Yeah, when you hear C and I talk, we try to give you um, practical application of how attraction is working in our life. Okay, and by doing that practical application discussion, where it is my intention, our desire to help you understand. Oh, okay, that's
Oops.
how it worked for her. That's how it worked for him. Maybe, maybe this way I can. I think that's where a lot of people get stuck. See, they don't know how to apply law of attraction, and
Hmm.
these discussions that we have bring light to that. How does that work in your day? And when they hear C saying, "Hey, I was stuck on something, and I knew I was running into one roadblock after another. I knew it was time to change course." And those simple little um, techniques that we do, techniques or simple little actions that we take, create some kind of flow. Because we have certainly learned that if something is continuously hard, or you're running into resistance all the time, or roadblock, why is this so hard? And we're laboring at it day in and day out, and it's so hard. That, to me, is certainly a sign to shift something, because what I'm doing ain't working, or it's universe giving me some kind of sign that you may want to change course, give it a rest. There's many different ways of doing that. Okay, or you could beat your head against the wall and keep going into the resistance, and that grows. Okay, so there's a law of attraction story that the more you pound away at something, I want this, I want this, I want this, I want this, I gotta have it. The universe is saying, okay, you don't have it. It just keeps pushing it away, further and further away. So certainly being grateful and appreciating what you have now takes the focus off what you want, and when you're able to exercise that gratitude and appreciation for what you have now, just like C said, these deck of cards, this computer that I'm able to talk to you right now. Do you know, peeps, that the human mind can't house two different things? If you're focused on things to be grateful for, your mind can't house that want and lack that's going on in your vibration. It can't happen at the same time. So that's just like a scientific little plug that I thought I'd throw in there about law of attraction. So if it's possible for you to find gratitude and appreciation in something in the moment, even if it's a difficult time, okay, you're shifting the law of attraction right there. Okay. I mean, you're sitting in your chair and life is rough on you in the moment. And if you can take your focus away from that and say, wait a minute, let me use gratitude right now. What can I be grateful for? Well, in this moment, I'm grateful for this chair I'm sitting in. Guys, it's a how would I say? See, what was the word I want? It's a
Appreciation.
yeah, appreciation is it's a strategy.
It's a
Okay?
tool. Hmm.
It's a tool, a strategy that you can learn to use. And what I'm saying is it works because, like I said, the human mind can't house the two different vibrations or thoughts of lack
Yeah,
and gratitude at the same time.
it's true.
So if you switch to gratitude, that's what's at work. And now you're
Exactly.
shifting the law of attraction. Now you're raising your vibration. And what happens when you raise vibration? Let's call it mood. I'm raising my mood. I feel better right now. Thank you. Thank you. Immediately, universe goes to work for you. And let me give you this tidbit, guys. Universe is always working, always, always, always working for you. Always.
Yep.
It's us that we hold ourselves down with
Mhm.
with fear, lack, not trusting. It's us that's why you got to work on that stuff, guys. All right, see.
Oh, that's all right. No, that was awesome. I want to share one thing about action. Jason, excuse me, I have to cough. Give me 1 second. I am so wanting to manifest that sparkling water you're drinking. I love that stuff.
Costco, about $18 a case.
That's Pellegrino, right?
Pellegrino.
Oh, that's good stuff. That is good stuff. So inspired action. There's a difference between I'm gonna do an effort and force things to happen, and I'm gonna climb all those walls that are popping up from earlier, right? I'm gonna scale. I'm gonna pound things into submission. I'm gonna do it. That's not inspired action. That's really efforting. Inspired action, and you know exactly what that is. Is when it feels like ease and flow. It's like all of a sudden you get this inspiration. I'm going to go that way, or I'm going to do this. I'm excited to do this, and it feels like fun. I really want to do this. Inspired action. There's a big difference between inspired action and efforting. So action is important. Absolutely, absolutely. Aligning and aligning and allowing, and then acting from that inspiration. And I want to share this one thing because while you were talking, John, Spirit had me actually. The card jumped out, and it's saying, "In my appreciation, I offer no resistance." You were talking about tools. Appreciation and self love are the two most important aspects you could ever nurture. Appreciation of others and the appreciation of yourself are the closest vibrational matches to source energy of anything we have ever witnessed anywhere in the universe. So appreciation and self-love are the same energy as God source spirit energy, the highest vibration.
So powerful, see.
Yep.
Appreciation. And may I add that I'm so I don't want to say I'm sorry because everybody needs to hear this. Self appreciation is first on that list. Okay, it may sound selfish, mindless, or
Sounds good to me.
people. Yeah, I know.
I
I don't have
learned.
to. See, I learned this. I think we I don't want to say learn the hard way, but we learn it in the way that is right for us.
Right.
Okay, and I certainly learned that. And it doesn't have to be egoic in a way that nobody else matters. It doesn't have to be that way, because when you start to appreciate yourself in a kind and loving way, that is how you treat others.
That's true.
And it's just the way it flows. Okay, there is that old saying, you want to treat others the way you want to be treated yourself. Well, I say, okay, the way you treat yourself is the way you will treat others. Okay. If
And
there's
the way others will treat you,
and the
because
others,
you'll be attracting that
and you
same
know something,
level of self-respect and self-love right back
that's
to
right,
you.
and it's mirrored back and forth, and I've noticed that since I've lived that truth, see that I don't attract as much resistance when it comes to relationships as I used to. Okay, that's just an observation. So I'm not, I'm not saying I got the way to do it, and nobody else does. I'm saying that's how it's worked for me, kid. So I think with just by sharing that,
Hmm.
it helps people to understand uh, that you know what, it makes the roller coaster ride a little bit easier. You know.
I agree. I agree. And I want to say thank you very much for that comment, Jason. He says you two were amazing. Yeah. No, what you're saying is it totally resonates, John. 100%. And you know what? The reason, because I know for me, it was my Trixie, please don't do that, honey. It was my intention to learn and grow. I Spirit told me when I was diagnosed with the stage 4 lymphoma several years ago, and they said, you're going to live and you're going to teach from this new perspective. And that cancer was my greatest teacher. And I know that's a whole big topic. We can talk about another time if you want, about how, but you and I have both been through, or maybe we're supposed to talk about it now. I don't know. But we and I have both been through like something that could have killed anybody, and it could have killed us too, but it didn't because we created that reality. We are both in really excellent health, and I was going to say we work at that. We allow that. You know what I'm saying? We allow that experience. I don't know where that all came from, but it just came from somewhere.
Well, well, see, to be to listen to someone say that I appreciate the cancer and what it taught you.
Mhm.
There could be, I'm very careful with some of my words. There could be people out there saying, "Is she crazy?" But look, she went through a very tough cancer. I went through strokes, and I see in the middle of my darkness, I wanted to go. I didn't want to live the life of a crippled person. I don't want to say use that word in that
Sure.
fashion. I didn't want to live crippled, and so I chose to stay and uh, work at making a comeback now. And I did have some help. I needed some spiritual guidance through that experience, and there's nothing wrong with getting that.
I
Okay,
agree.
so see, did you have any guidance, or was it your own? How did it work for you with guidance while you were in the middle of it?
Well, okay, so I have to back up just a little bit where I had left an 8 year, very unhealthy situationship, and I moved to a new town where I didn't know anybody. I know you know this story. I didn't know anybody. I didn't have any friends. I didn't know a soul. I didn't even have a car, which I still don't, but now it's by choice. At the time, I just had to start over again. And then I'm like, okay, I'm free. I can breathe. And oh crap, I manifested cancer, and it was stage 4. So I didn't have I felt very alone at the time.
Okay,
And but then I had this knowing when I walk my dogs, I get a lot of intuitive hits. I get intuitive hits all the time now, but at the time, specifically when I walk my dogs, because I was out of my, the element. You're out in nature and spirits just channeling through you. That's when they told me I was going to live. I remember the exact space on the sidewalk where I was standing or walking when they said, "You're going to live through this, and you'll teach from that now perspective." And so I knew. And then I started just doing things. So I didn't have any external guidance. I would have loved some. I would have loved I was looking for some human to, but I didn't at the time. I didn't I was where I was. I didn't have the money, I didn't have the connections, I didn't have any friends, I didn't know anybody to reach out to. And I met my best friend in the universe, my awesome friend Diane, of all best earth, most incredible earth angel of all time, space, and dimensions, because I needed somebody to walk my dogs because I was going through the chemo and I had these big, bless them, 2 strong dogs. And I made this phone call, and this sweetest voice I've ever heard answers the phone, and she's just so compassionate and kind and loving, and she was only charging $10 for a walk. I'm like, what? That was crazy. And we've been, best friends ever since. She would come over to walk my dogs, and I would literally even though the whole purpose was for me to stay home and relax, I would walk with them because all week I would wait. I'd be so looking forward for her to come over so I could spend time with her, and yeah. So honestly, my friendship with her is part of what healed me, and to me, she's an angel on this earth, and definitely that whole friendship was inspired by spirit. So was I alone? I was never alone. Did I have someone to say, "Hey, what do I do?" No, but that also made me much stronger within myself to continuously go to my own guidance, and
Uh,
that's how I personally am able to help in this way because I've been doing it myself the whole time. Although I really
yeah.
do appreciate some external validation, like from John, because he's awesome and stuff like that. But yeah,
See, I believe I've told you that. Uh, okay, we don't like to compare, and everybody's going through their own stuff, but that story is like truly amazing in the fact that you were able to work through that without external help.
yep.
I mean that's pretty damn amazing. And like when I hear stories like that, it gives me the chills. I'm saying, oh my god, you know. Again, I don't like to compare your experience to mine. Uh, I certainly went through my darkness, but to go through that out of what I'm getting, see, you kind of went through it without another human helping you. When you're saying you weren't alone, you were certainly filled with spirit
Hmm.
in such a way, that here you are now. And I got this special gift of connecting with people like yourself that
Me
have
too.
gone through some of the most amazing things I've ever heard, and can teach and channel from a perspective that, um oh my god, like, see, your messages, when I get a reading from you, they're not, oh, nah, I don't want to use the word not. Then it's not that, it's not, it's more substance than symbolic.
Thank you.
More substance than symbolic. Um, in helping me to make decisions. Okay, see, that reading you gave me was not. Hey, look, I was hammering away at that decision for years. Why isn't this happening? What's going on? I'm trying this. I'm trying that. I'm trying to connect to people that can help me with this, and we're not going anywhere with it. And I was getting one roadblock after another. And
Right.
so, tell me about tell me how crazy and what. There's no coincidence that your reading tells me to pick something, and from that day on, I said, you know what? I just see. I paid $500 for a website, and what I did was, and it's still kind of working at it. I just took it down the way it was made for me with the sports,
Right.
and
Right.
I started putting things about my angelic counseling and things like that. And I said, you know what? I'm going at this the way I feel like I feel like I should right now,
Hmm.
and that's just what I'm going to do based on the guidance you gave me, because I was so stuck in my uh, clouded thinking, if you will,
Hmm.
my clouded, however it is, whatever that
You
was.
had momentum. You wanted something and you wanted to make it happen.
Yeah.
And you
Okay.
were very, very focused. Like they're showing me like a dog with a bone. You really wanted that. I was like, I want that.
Yeah.
You know,
There's law of
in spite
attraction.
of, right? I want that in spite of the fact that it's challenging, in spite of the fact that it's not happening, in spite of everything, in spite of, I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to like when you go to the talk to a car salesman, you're going to make it your way. And but spirit's letting you know that it's their way. It's because your higher self is part of spirit. So it's not all about the physical you, this goes for everybody. You know what I mean? The greater part of us, as Abraham says, is in non-physical. So we actually are a spirit. We're not like disconnected from spirit and we're just talking to them. We are. It's just allowing ourselves to flow. I want to share something that I wrote down. Jason said something about teaching. I wrote down teaching. He said, this is what people need to hear. How to work. How did you do your own guidance work? And that's what, John, you were saying before about how I did it, which there is no comparison because I don't even know if I could have lived through what you've been through. Okay, seriously. So I am in awe of you, and in the biggest way. I was still able to function, to move and stuff like that. And because if not, I don't know how I would have gotten anything. But so everything is, we have our own, we create our own reality, and you created some hard, challenging contrast for yourself, and I did too. And, you blessed yourself with a surround family and friends, and I didn't. But either way, here we are to talk about it. Because if it was only one perspective, then only a limited number of people would be able to receive the message from us, right? But we have two completely unique perspectives about how we've been through, a life-threatening or terminal or whatever situation, and here we are to talk about it. I really feel like teaching people how to connect with their own guidance is really key this year. I've been getting that message, and now between you and Jason just saying that, and spiritually, I had to write it down immediately. About teaching people tools, how to connect with their own guidance, because it really is that. It's not about finding the best guru or mentor. We're all teachers and students alike. It's really about, that can be very helpful. Don't get me wrong. Okay. It can be extremely helpful. To you and I'm very fortunate. My closest friends like John and Kimmy and Debbie Charlton are all like the best, the best of the best. The best friends, and also really spiritual, amazing, super psychics. Hey, Allison, it's so great to see you too. And Allison there, she's another amazing psychic. But it's important that if we're drawn to, that we share tools and techniques and help people to connect with their own guidance and to do their own self-healing. It's all part of a package. How do you feel about that? She said, "Hey, Johnny Motz."
See, I couldn't agree more with that. I've been feeling that for a while. I don't know if I told you the story, but long ago, I don't know how long ago it was, but years ago, when I was only doing this EFT stuff, and I was kind of stuck there, and I'm saying, okay, Spirit, where do I go with this? And what I got was to connect with people like yourself, psychic people, because to me, okay, I'm going to say it. You are this planet's first healers. Okay. Always people from as far back as anybody can recall humanity being on this earth. I don't know. I don't personally subscribe to the Adam and Eve things, see, but
no, I don't. Yeah, I don't like that.
It could be. I don't know when Source created this planet and people and all of that. Maybe I'm not supposed to know, but all I know is that through those ages, there have always been talented people that connect with that source. We all can do it, but they do it in a more natural flow and ease, like the way you do. And so,
thank you. I see you doing it the same way I do it, John.
Well, see, there is a part.
I feel like we're both conscious channels. Although I study trance channeling as well, but I'm saying like when we're here, I know we're both tuned in. Sometimes we bring it out verbatim, and other times we allow it to be filtered through our own heart centers, but it's still channeled messages.
What I was getting from all of that was that you guys, us, include, the psychic community is recognized and understood more than more than what people understood about energy healing and EFT. It's
Oh,
not
I
that
understand.
people don't want to. It's not that people don't want to learn it. They just don't understand what energy is in the body and making it move and how that's going to help you heal. They want to hear from the comfort of spirit. See, whether that's a past loved one, whether that's Jesus, source, an angel, a galactic. They want to hear from ascended beings or higher dimensional energies because they feel like that's a trusted source of information to help them through their experience here on Earth. So that's why I connected with people like you more to help integrate. Uh, See whether look, you've known this during a psychic reading, the reading that you give, you are energy healing as you make people understand and feel better about something. That is energy healing. And so I'm just trying to explain that what the psychic community is and why people reach out to you. You're energy healers. Okay. And so, see, did I lose you?
It was Trixie, my cat. Off the whole browser. She shut down everything. I'm like, oh my gosh. I don't even know what I shouted out. I'm like, ah, sorry.
That's okay. See, I had my eyes closed. I'm chatting away, and I opened my eyes and I said, "Where'd C go?" Funny.
Oh God, that's so funny. That's so funny.
So that's what made me connect with the psychic community. See,
hmm
so that I could help bring more understanding about the self compassion, and because it was always that message I was getting from that you get from a past loved one if they did you, let's say they did you wrong while they were here.
Okay.
When they're in spirit, they always come through and they say, "You know what? I'm sorry. I didn't know what I was doing at the time." They come through and they help you to heal. That's energy healing. So
Indeed.
it was a way of communicating better with people about energy healing, and so here we are today.
I love it. I love working with energy. I love it's I know but all healing is self-healing, guys. All healing is self. So even if you go to a healer, they're helping you to heal yourself. And it's all totally real. Energy healing. I mean, it's amazing. In fact, I have to share this with you. So my awesome friend Diane, that I was telling you, the Earth Angel, amazing, my bestie, right? And I'm
Yeah,
putting my cards away while I'm talking to you. Her beautiful 91-year-old mom. The other day, Diane messaged me. She goes, my mom, my sister said they just put her in the hospital. She was unresponsive, and they didn't know. And then so when she got into the hospital, they said she was totally dehydrated, and we started doing healing immediately. So she had some of us doing trance healing, and we had posted it in the group, and people were sending prayers and other types of healing, even just prayers are healing too, because it's intention, the intention, and all of us, so many of us, right? And anyway, then the next moment, she thought that her mom was going to need dialysis because she was so dehydrated. Her kidneys had shut down. Anyway, her kidneys are back awake now. Okay, they're going to
wow.
release her. She does not need dialysis. She's 91 years old, and she might even be well enough to go to the baby shower for her first great granddaughter this Saturday. Now, this was a 90. This in many situations that would have been her exit, but that was not what she chose, and she had a lot of us helping her to heal herself all over the world. And Diane is so grateful, and the family, but her mom, isn't that cool? I just love that.
See, uh, I have seen since the fall. I've been kind of offering people. And here's another thing: people reach out to me to post. Can you, John? Can you ask for prayers for my cat? or something like that.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. Uh, and I say, sure. You know what? Uh, that could be because you know what? Maybe they perceive that I have a bigger audience and it gets the word out, and that's fine.
And a big heart, John.
Okay, thank you.
Don't
But
like, yeah. Don't you're humble, but I'm just saying you have
all
a
right,
huge heart and a big audience because you got such a big heart.
the part about that is, see, I haven't I haven't seen one situation that asking for help didn't work. Not one. Not one.
Really?
Whether it was for a cat, a human, someone with COVID, some people that had some nasty illness that was going on, and
Right?
how they doing? You know, I check in with them. How they doing? Always doing better. And like, hallelujah! Isn't that great? That everybody would just. All you got to do is send a heart, a thought of love,
Yep.
prayers and healing. There's so many ways to do it,
Yep.
and I thought that was like so amazing how powerful we really are. See
It's,
that when we collaborate together,
yep.
that we have that power to help one another.
We do.
So when you see that going on, I just got the image of the higher dimensions cheering us on when we're saying this stuff. See, because of they want everybody to get this message.
Hmm.
Help one another. Help one another. It's not that hard. We have shown through disaster how everybody gets together and helps one another. There have been numerous examples of that on the planet, that when tragedy hits,
Sure.
that people collaborate, get together, and it's amazing what they can do. But I kind of get that spirit says, but then you just go back to, then you just kind of go back to old ways and you forget. So they're kind of telling us to more of that, please, more of that. Why does that have to end? Why can't we be in we could create anything we want? I know there's always going to be contrast, but why can't we create better for everybody? I I don't know. See, that's just the way
We
I'm seeing it.
can.
We can.
And we're doing it now,
I,
though. This
I
is 2022. We're doing it. We're creating this reality. Here, you and I are here doing live stream, talking to amazing souls who are resonating with with our messages. And we're receiving it from spirit and sharing it out all over the world. We are really creating this reality now. And it doesn't, and Allison says we will get there. It's heading there, Johnny Motz. It is every single day. And I know exactly what you're saying. I was one time, I live in Florida, and one time, Florida sometimes has big storms called hurricanes. And one time unfortunately, it was my intention then, because I thought that would be exciting. Once you actually get hit by one, you don't ever want it again. At least I didn't. But anyway, we did. We got the town I lived in, and so it knocked out the power. Thank God it didn't affect our building directly. But it affected neighbors and a lot of damage and power lines, and the whole town was shut down, and I lived with my mom at the time, and she lived in an adult community. Now I'm old enough to live there myself. But anyway, I lived with my mom at the time, and it was Hurricane Wilma. And so I got an automated phone call from the city asking me if I wanted to help give out MREs, meals ready to eat, water and ice. And I did. And a lot of us volunteered. Plus, we all came out of our condos and met each other. People had never met before, neighbors, like next door neighbors and stuff. Like, hi, what's your name? Can I get your? Can I help you get something? They were older than I, so I'm like, can I help you get some water? And then I did the volunteer thing, and it was a big beautiful. And then shortly after that, we all went our own ways when everything came back on, and we never saw each other again, even though we were next door neighbors. But in that time, people were making a difference and people were connecting with one another. And so those kind of things, they do happen. They do really have that kind of contrast has a really positive, can have a really positive outcome, and does, I would say, for some of those people, some of those people are always going to have a positive outcome, and others will say, "Oh, that was the worst thing that ever happened." You know, I just remember the good stuff. That's what I choose to remember. But it was
Right.
really, yeah, that sense of community, like Kimmy was saying, and Allison saying, natural disasters bring us back to unconditional love. True.
Yeah. Right. What we choose to create out of that, what we focus on,
Hmm.
um, is so important. See that you know, George Floyd, the sacrifice that that man made so that there could be change. Okay,
Yes, yes,
how
yes.
was change coming about? It happened with some rioting, and I mean there is some contrast there. And but you know something, we're consciously moving toward uh, uh, more racial equality. We're not 100% there. Who knows if we'll ever be there? Who knows?
We will.
We will. Okay. I see it. I see it in my children and grandchildren. See, they don't see color the way I was raised. Listen, I played with uh, a ball with all different ethnic backgrounds, all kinds of guys, all kinds. I was from a inner city, and there was black people, there were Spanish people. We all got together, and in the name of the sport, we all had a
Hmm.
good time. Okay, my children, they went to school together, they integrated. They
Hmm.
don't even see color. My grandchildren, they don't see color. It's beautiful. You're right. We will get there based upon what I'm seeing in my reality right now.
Yep. Exactly.
And we teach them nothing but love and equality. So that's what we're feeding them. So it's got to have a positive impact.
Absolutely. I want to say, hey Shaylee, hello, glad you're here. And then Allison was saying that COVID is here to bring us back to love, unconditional love as well, and slows us down for a reason. I agree. I agree. I agree. It's all about that. It's a natural disaster kind of thing. It's like that. It's that same kind of. But this is global. This is global. This isn't just a town or a city or a country like a war. This is the whole world. And how else could Spirit have helped us transform the entire world at one time? So that's what I feel this is about. And then Austin says, my oldest is trans and is here to teach me about the world about unconditional love. Awesome.
Yeah. I had that, Allison. I had that thought about transgender people, gay people. I'm saying, wow, isn't it get emotional? Isn't it great that they can publicly now celebrate that their their humanity
Yes, yes.
without you know th- listen, there's always there may be people in the background that are not happy about that, but you know something, that's their reality that they're not happy about. But for the most part, we're trying to we're trying to include and show, listen, you're trans, you're gay. You know what? Get out there and show the world. And where I've seen commercials with it. And you know what I'm saying? This is a great time. I'm really happy that I get to experience. Oh, see, I'm sorry. I get emotional.
It's all right. It's beautiful, John. You have such an open heart.
Oh, okay. I'm happy that I get to that I get to experience this.
I am too. I am too.
Okay.
Tammy saying my cousin and my aunt, my cousin needs my love. Excellent. Sending them lots and lots of love. So that was beautiful, John. And Allison says big hugs are Johnny Motts.
Thanks, Alice.
He's tapping it out. I am grateful to be here now too. I really am. I'm so grateful to be here in this now reality that I successfully chose to, and now I'm, lived to be here and to see these changes in the world. And I just want to share real fast. I know I'm like hungry and I'm tired, but I know you probably are too, but I want to share one thing really fast. I didn't have TV for 11 years intentionally, but then my brother, my actual Earth brother, sent me a Roku stream bar as a gift, and it was a heart amazingly a Roku stream bar.
Okay.
So, and it was, I felt like a heartfelt gift, and it was completely out of nowhere. And I was like, wow, that's amazing. So now I have to get a TV. So I did. Actually, my neighbor gifted me a TV. I mean, everything just came. I didn't buy any of it, but there it all is. So I've been watching, and I do like to watch Amazon Prime and YouTube and Gaia. I'm very intentional about what I allow into my experience, and I pay to not have commercials on YouTube. All right, and there is none on Prime, but now there's some commercials, and there's also like series, I don't know what you call it, serials, whatever. There's shows that I'm seeing now about all kinds of things where about all kinds of equality with trans and color and gender and really across the board. If there was one love story, it was a woman in a wheelchair with a bisexual man. And it was an intimate love story between the two of them. We wouldn't have ever seen that on TV when we were growing up, right?
And it would
Everybody
have
got to look a certain way and be a certain whatever. And now we're alive at this time, and and hope. And I would like to think that we help to inspire and create awareness, but whatever, we do what we do. You know what I'm saying? And they do what they do. And all of us together are creating this beautiful, loving reality that we co-create, that we share.
Yeah. And to see the beauty that comes out of that is, and get to experience that, is very joyful. Compared to what I was raised on. It never felt, I gotta say, it never felt right when I saw and witnessed inequality. It never felt right. So depends on where, I know I was where I was at the time, and something, I was fed that stuff, and I guess I had to go through that to see the other side of it the way I do now. And again, happy for the experience that I did get to be raised in an inner city environment and to see the beauty of what I'm seeing now. And so it's pretty, it really moves you if you focus on look, we have a choice to focus on what we want, right? What do you want to focus? Is the world falling apart? Is there a bigger division in the political structure? Hey, I'm looking at it as I know this. I'm not going to get into politics, but I know that I'm not going to compare. I'm saying I like the conscious leader that we have in the government right now. He's conscious. He speaks with respect about people. I'm looking at all, never mind the political party, never mind the red blue thing. I'm not getting into that shit. That's low density stuff. I'm speaking about how he speaks about people with respect.
I like that.
And he's going to appoint a woman of color to the Supreme Court.
Mhm.
Now that is positive change.
Absolutely.
That's positive change. And that's the way I choose to see it. You know, some people want to call me an asshole. I can't do nothing about it.
John. Oh my gosh. Well, you're awesome, John. I have totally enjoyed this live, and I want to thank you so much for joining me tonight.
Thanks, C.
And thank you all for being here, and thank you all for your donations and allowing us to read for you and to have this communication with you. And are there any final words for this evening, John?
Oh no, see, that was, I mean, I've said enough, but that was really thank you for accepting my my what's the word I want to say? That what did I throw out there? You said I threw out a hint. Thanks for accepting my hint. I did throw out a hint. See, I really enjoyed working with you. That was a hint. I'd like to work with you again. So thanks for accepting. See, this was fun and open invitation anytime you'd like to do this. I kind of lost your audio.
Sorry, I muted my. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you
I
now.
muted myself so I didn't
But
have any feedback.
why don't you go and eat and have fun with your kids and have a good evening, sweetie?
Thank you. By the way, I heard everything you said, and I would love to do it again. So
Okay.
I love you. You're awesome. You're an amazing friend, and I really appreciate you. An incredible reader and just a heart-centered guy. And guys, if you want to book, you're doing sessions right now. Let them know how to reach you, John.
Oh yeah, Facebook. Could message me privately. I got all these different pages, but message me privately, John Thaddeus Fiore, and thanks for that. See, I appreciate that.
Oh,
Catch me on Facebook. That's the easiest way. I use Facebook as communication to the world.
excellent. And so you're doing spiritual sessions now. You're taking clients.
Yeah, I do like I kind of call them spiritual counseling sessions, and it's like a reading with more of a bigger. Hey, look, do you want to talk about business? I can help people eliminate blocks to anything.
Yes,
Okay,
you
so
can.
through business experience, through my experience in life, like yourself, and I find a lot of joy in doing that more than I do just tapping. See, that's where we are with that.
I love
So
that. So if anybody wants to book a beautiful spiritual counseling session with John Thaddeus Fiore, inbox him on Facebook, in Messenger. I am also taking new clients for psychic readings, healings, mentorship. Inbox me if you're drawn to my energy and you want to work with me. And also you can find me. I do have an email, which is highvibrationalmastery.com. Actually, highvibrationalmastery@gmail.com. I do have a website that's up right now, but the way to book with me currently, the best way is definitely on Messenger. So there you go. So love you guys. Go ahead and give it a thumbs up if you're watching the video on Facebook or YouTube. Subscribe to the channel. Feel free to share it out. And thank you, John. Thank you, everybody. And have a wonderful evening.
good night, see. Good night, Meagan, and I forget your cat's name.
Trixie.
Trixie.
She's right here.
Good night, kids.
Say hi. Say, hey, I'm right here.